Chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Check, walk 54. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 12.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running it.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On third down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. First down, the run with Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they most likely need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
18 Gators. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Check. Go on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a handoff left side to Brito. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. For the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
36 power.
Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great
blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deebo Samuel, 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They're going to look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They run for it with Breida. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Check down to Breida. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talking.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
56.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Switch. 36.
Bang out.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
Go. Get that ball.
Check.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Wilson that escapes the sand. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Rock it.
Rush in.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On the ground with a tight end. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Nick Boyle, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Lynch. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is Breida on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deebo Samuel in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a give running left is Breida. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One last shot for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a Kettle Witherspoon. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory. So for the 49ers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.